Friday, March 3rd, Lake Simcoe ice fishing ice report. So glasses are all fogged up. So we brought the huts in last Saturday, and then I went out with Paul on that report. I don't know, for those of you that don't watch all my videos, it says -7 right now, but I think it was the 23rd, which was a Wednesday. We had 15 degrees. We've had rain, and yeah, so I think the ice is done. I got I think one operator's already pulled his huts all off. A couple others, Paul's canceling customers, pulling huts off. It's a lot of rotten ice out there. Like, we got some cold the last 2-3 days, but I don't think that's gonna fix it. There's a lot of open holes, there's a lot of soft spots. So I got the day off work today. I loaded up, I did the brakes in my truck, and I'm gonna go down and see if I can get our huts home, my transporter box home. I might touch base with Paul and see what he says, but I think that's it. That's it's a big roll of the dice to go out there now. Advanced anglers can you can walk, you can feel with walking. I'll try to show you the ice. Yeah, not good, not good. It's gone to crap. Monday and Tuesday now coming up, it's gonna be warm and rain again, so I don't think it's getting any better. So anyways, I'll talk to you when I'm down there. Okay, so I made it down here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to film out there, but this landing out 200 feet, see that transporter box? That's marking. That was all open water yesterday. So I'm gonna go out with a chisel, wow, chunk of rebar and my rubber boots. It's only 3 feet deep there, or 2 feet deep, and check and see how solid it is. Hopefully I can drag everything across that with the snowmobile. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna do this in a voiceover. You can see it was really windy, super cold, so it's like made it almost impossible to film anywhere outside of the truck. So I'm actually walking on a little bit of ice, but mostly it's just landing right up to that point there. See the wind blowing all the snow, and that's all basically just wide open water for the first 2 or 3 feet. So you'll see here in a second where it looked like I could walk on it, but I stepped right through it. Right there. So I kind of stepped on some rocks and walked around the fence and got out there. But basically anywhere out there, I was hitting it with the rebar, and like 2-3 whacks with the rebar, and I'd be right through the ice. And then right from that point in is basically just slushed over with snow. There's no real good ice there at all. So there's lots of really rotten 10 inches worth of ice. Like right there, I did 3 whacks. Like that's a good 6-7 inches of ice right there, and 3 whacks, and I went right through it. I was looking over towards the fish huts, and all around the fish huts was all slush. And any snow I stepped in out there, any snow drifts I stepped in out there, I was stepping through the snow drift, and I'd stepping right through the ice. It's almost like the water boiled up onto the ice, and then the snow drifted in on the ice. Hopefully you could see that. That's really bad. All that ice out there's just gone to rot, and you can see it's a good 50-100 feet of friggin' crusty slush. Problem is, it's 2 and 3 feet deep water, so the sleigh and the hut and everything's gonna sink into 3 feet of water to drag it across that. I gotta come up with a plan B. Stay tuned. Oh, sorry you didn't get to see it. It's just too windy and shitty. Here, I'll bring it out to... But I got the hut up on shore. Now I gotta bring it up to the truck. Man, I wish I could have filmed that. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not. That was a tough go. Oh, the old poor snowmobile. Slushed up. Kevin's hut. My hut. Ain't blocking the window work so you can hear me. And that's what I drove through. Brought up all this ice with it. I still got the transporter box out there to bring in yet. Splash. Here's my transporter box. Last thing to come in. The ice fishing season will be over. This is all wide open water right here. And rotten ice. Unbelievable. But got them on shore. Just got to get them on the trailers and get them home now. I know it isn't making for a good video. I'm doing it by myself, so I can't hold the camera and drive a snowmobile. So I got everything off. I got the transporter box up at my cousin's. I brought the snowmobile back. I don't know if you can see that, but she's a slushy mess. It's a lot of water out there. So I'm gonna stick this in the, look at it all under there. I'm gonna stick this in the in my garage before it freezes up. Go down with an empty trailer. Kind of got somebody in my way already. Gonna drag Kevin's hut out of the way, and so stay tuned. I'll try to film and take pictures as best I can. Well, it was a sucky day for filming, but we got her done. I had my buddy Brandon show up. It got dark. We got my transporter box loaded and on the truck, and I got in about 8 o'clock last night. There it is. And it was wet. Lots of ice. But everything's home. I got the hut tucked away back in there. Oh, and as you can see, last night we got lots of snow, and it was -10. The problem is the ice is so rotten out there. All it did is put slush into the open holes. So it's really dicey going out there now. I'm not going out. A lot of the fish hut operators have pulled their huts off, so you got to check with the local fish hut operators, and a lot of them are going to say, I wouldn't go out there. The problem is it's not been cold enough. It's always been warmer than colder to fix the ice. So right now there's still open holes everywhere and rotten ice everywhere, and you just don't know. So it's like advanced angler time. If you're walking, you can spud ahead of yourself and find out where there's bad ice. But like when I went out there yesterday, the ice that was rotten around the huts and everything, I could take my I always go with like a 15M rebar, one poke and it would go through. Like, this is the worst case scenario ice out there right now, because it got cold and it snowed, and the snow filled in all the open spots. So in an instant you can drive your snowmobile, your four-wheeler, whatever, any vehicle you're driving out there now, in an instant you can drive through the ice and it just surprises you. So I'm done for the season, unfortunately. I really thought I'd be able to get some running and gunning in. But yeah, I'm gonna be heading down to the city. Check out Takeoff BMX. He's at the Toronto #X Games today. I'll put that on there. So I got the truck parked. I got a there's the Takeoff BMX bike ramp. I don't know if I've ever showed this on my channel. This is what I built my son to have fun with. This is the death ramp. And yes, he rides his bike up there. So anyways, you know, like I always said, there's no such thing as safe ice. Know before you go. Check with your local fish hut operator. Check with the York Region, like, well, where I am, your local police department. York Region Police is our local. And you know, you gotta really, especially when this is usually what you get in April, but there's nothing covering it up. So you just gotta scout ahead and avoid all the soft spots and open holes. But right now, you can't tell. It's like going out on a friggin' landmine field. You're just rolling the dice. So be careful, boys. And I guess we'll see you next year for Lake Simcoe Ice Fishing Ice Report. I might try and get another couple of reports in, just going out and showing you the ice disappearing for the summer fish. And I might actually have a couple buddies with boats that might take me out fishing this summer. So maybe I'll do some Lake Simcoe fishing reports. Peace. So I made it. You'll never guess where I am. I'll zoom in on it. And that is BMO Field. So. Hey!
How's your fishing things? What are you doing?
I'm filming. I'm putting you.
Why are you filming?
Because I want to put. I can't go ice fishing. I'm going to film you. Take off the event. What is
You're
it?
taller than
Hashtag.
your dad with your helmet on.
No, he's not.
Yeah, you are.
No, he's not. Look, he's shorter.
You're holding the camera.
That's cool, buddy. Yeah. So you having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? High five.
I gotta go get stuff. The truck's starting like punching.
Okay, he's gotta go get his camera back.